Friends, we have all assembled here this evening to understand what is Vipassana and why it is acceptable to the followers of every religion round the world. Because Vipassana is no religion. Great misconception has arisen in the name of Buddha and his teaching. When we go through his words and his teaching, which unfortunately got lost in our country for 2000 years, such a long time, we forgot what he actually taught. We forgot his words, what he meant. He was not a founder of any religion. He never founded any religion. When one goes through the words, original words of Buddha, which were preserved in the neighboring country for over 2000 years, and I was fortunate to have born in that country, Myanmar, Burma. And when we go through the words, we find he never taught Buddhism. Never taught Buddhism. He did not convert a single person as Buddhist. More than 50,000 pages of his original words, commentaries, sub-commentaries, which are now in CD-ROM, and research program is there. The word Bodh is missing. No Buddhism, no Buddhist. He taught Dhamma, that is Dharma. He called his followers Dhammiko, Dharmik. If it was Buddha Dhamma, then it would have been limited to a particular community, a particular sect. But Dharma is for all, not limited to a particular community, a particular sect, and he taught Dhamma. Hundreds of years after Buddha, the word Bodh was never used. At the time of Ashoka, Emperor Ashoka, the inscriptions, the word Buddha is missing. Some of the historians were misled. They thought Ashoka was teaching his own dharma, not Buddha's dharma, because the word Buddha was not there. And even after that, we don't know after how many centuries this word Buddhism and Buddhist came into use. To me, these words degraded Buddha's teaching, devalued Buddha's teaching. The teaching is universal for one and all. And when it has come up in its true meaning, the true practice, people are willingly accepting it. There is no religion today in the world, no religion whose followers are not attending Vipassana courses. Not only not followers, their leaders, their teachers are attending Vipassana courses. More than 5,000 Christian priests and nuns have already participated, and every year hundreds of them are coming. So also the Jews, there are regular courses going on in Jerusalem. Muslims, there are centers in Muslim countries, center in Iran, Vipassana center in Indonesia, in Malaysia, and regular courses are given in Oman, in Dubai, in Turkey, in Kazakhstan. People accept it so willingly. They don't find any difficulty in accepting Vipassana. Why it is so? Because Vipassana does not convert people from one organized religion to another organized religion. Because Vipassana has nothing to do with the organized religions. Vipassana is for one and all. The conversion is from misery to happiness, from bondage to liberation, from cruelty to compassion. And people accept it because they get the result. The entire teaching is so pragmatic, so logical, so scientific, so result-oriented. People have no difficulty in accepting it. Some who do not come to the course as yet, they may have some hesitation. Oh, this is Buddhism, I don't want to get converted into Buddhism. The same case with me. With what a great hesitation I joined my first course. I was born and brought up in a very staunch, conservative, Sanatani Hindu family. And my Hindutva was shaken when somebody said, you better take a 10-day course of Vipassana to come out of your misery of migraine. Swadharme nidhanang shreya paradharmo bhayavaha. I better die with this migraine, but I will never go to this another dharma, Vipassana, Buddhism. Fortunately, I was asked to meet the teacher, my future teacher, who was also a householder, a high government official, the first Accountant General of independent Burma. I met him at his house. Such a saintly person. The entire atmosphere of his residence was full of peace, full of harmony. I had my own hesitation, but still, when I met him, I told him that I have come to come out of my suffering from migraine and suffering from morphia injection that is given to me every fortnight when I get an attack of migraine. He said, don't come, I won't take you. This wonderful technique, you are devaluing it. This is a technique to take you out of all the miseries of the life, life and death, death and life, and you want to use it to cure your physical disease. Don't come, I won't take you. And then out of compassion, he told me, if you want to come out of the real cause of your misery, if the impurities of the mind, you want to get rid of them, then come, you are welcome. It sounded very well, but still I said, sir, I am a very staunch Hindu, and my belief from the childhood is that Buddha is wonderful. We must pay respect to Buddha because the incarnation of God Almighty Vishnu. You have no objection in paying respect to Buddha. But Buddha's teaching, no, not for us. He smiled and said, understand what Buddha taught and understand what I am going to teach you in the 10-day course of Vipassana. You are a leader of the Hindu community in this country. Tell me, in your Hindu religion, is there any objection to morality, shila, sadachar? How can there be any objection, sir? Morality is accepted by every religion of the world. My Hinduism accepts it, honors it. I will teach you how to live a moral life, shila. But how will you live a moral life unless you have control over the mind? You are slave of your mind. You can't live a moral life. So the next step I teach you how to control the mind. We call it samadhi. Any objection in Hinduism? Samadhi. I have been reading the scriptures of my tradition, and I read so-and-so Muni went to the jungle, so-and-so Rishi went to the jungle and practiced deep samadhi. I am a householder. If somebody teaches me samadhi, what objection? No, sir, no objection. Samadhi is not sufficient. It is helpful to a certain extent. You will control your mind to a certain extent. You will even purify your mind to a certain extent. But at the depth of your mind, the accumulated impurities of so many lives are there. And although you will feel that I am now calm, quiet, tranquil because of samadhi, don't know when. Volcanic eruption, some impurity from the depth of the mind will overpower you, and you are again the same person. It doesn't help fully. Suddenly, in my mind came the sage Vishwamitra, the sage Parashar, the sage Durvasha. Yes, they had deep samadhis. So what else, sir? to go to the depth of the mind and eradicate the impurities, accumulated impurities at the root level of the mind, I will teach you pragya. Any objection? Pragya. I was taking great pride that I am a great follower of Gita. I used to give lectures on Gita, and in Gita the most favorable subject was Sthit Pragya. Sthit Pragyasya ka bhasha. Anybody teaching Pragya? How can there be objection? On my part, I remember many a times to the Hindu community in Rangoon, when I gave talk on Sthit Pragya, coming back home, I became very sorrowful. I talked so high of Sthit Pragya, Sthit Pragyasya ka bhasha, Vitaraga bhayakrodha, Sthitadhira manu uchyate. Vitaraga, Vitabhay, Vitakrodha. I have no trace of these qualities, and I keep on talking about Sthit Pragyata. I felt very ashamed, I felt ashamed. But again people press me, oh Goenka ji, you come and give a talk. Today this festival, that festival. Again out of madness and out of ego, I'll go and talk, and again I feel very bad. And here is somebody who says he will teach me Pragya. He will help me to get established in Pragya. No sir, no objection. That's all. In Vipassana we teach only Shila, Samadhi and Pragya, nothing else. Understand, Buddha taught only Shila, Samadhi, Pragya, nothing else. In your country, out of madness, so many things are said about Buddha and his teaching. When you go through his original words, you will find nothing else. Shila, Samadhi, Panya. Shila, Samadhi, Panya, and that also not just sermons. He made people practice it. He gave a technique, how to practice it, and how to get established, really established in Pragya, become Sthit Pragya. Give a trial, come. Give a trial for 10 days. After 10 days, you are your own master. And nobody will ask you to get converted to Buddhism. We don't teach Buddhism at all. We teach Dhamma. I thought, what harm in giving a trial? And for migraine, he said, don't come for migraine. Migraine will get cured as a byproduct. Migraine, you suffer from migraine because of these impurities in the mind. So much of tension, so much of ego. And because of that, migraine overpowers you. When the mind becomes purified, mind becomes calm, tranquil, at the deep level, migraine will go as a byproduct. Don't come for migraine. Come for purification of mind. He does not want me to get converted to Buddhism. He is going to teach me only Shila, Samadhi and Pragya. What harm? Let me try. Although little hesitation was there, but very little. Let me try. Let me give a try. I went for my course. He told me, these 10 days, you have to work exactly as you are asked to work. To give a fair trial, to give full justice to the technique. After that, you are your own master. You are your own master. But for 10 days, you have to work exactly as you are asked to work. Yes, sir. I'll work exactly as I am asked to work because I have come here to give a trial. Before the course started, he gave me a small booklet. I went through the few pages. The first page, Buddha says, don't believe. Don't believe. Don't believe. Don't believe because your scripture says so. Don't believe because your tradition says so. Don't believe because large number of people are believing it. Don't believe because it looks logical. Don't believe. Don't believe even my words. Don't believe. What sort of teaching? I was trained that I must believe the scriptures. If I don't believe, I will go to hell. If I believe, I go to heaven. And here he says, don't believe, don't believe. You experience yourself. Your own experience, if you find that it is good for you and good for all others, then only believe, then only accept it. Then not just believe, then live that life so that you become a happy person and you help others to become happy. Wonderful. There is no blind belief involved, no blind faith involved. Like magnet it pulled me. Let me give a trial. At the end of 10 days, my grain was gone, morphia was gone, but they were so minor problems I realized. The main thing was I was such an ego-centered person, full of anger. Nothing should happen against my wishes. So much of ego, so much of passion. Not that in 10 days all that has gone away, but in 10 days it started diminishing. In a few days, a few weeks, a few months, the whole life pattern started changing. People started talking, the same Goenka, what has happened to him? What has happened to him? Vipassana is result-oriented. No magic, no miracle. Not that the teacher has done something. Teacher only shows the path. You have to work out your own liberation. Nobody can liberate you. Come out of this madness that so-and-so will liberate me. Nobody can liberate you. If someone is good enough, and if someone is really liberated person, he will only show the path. And every step you have to take on the path. Nobody can take you on his shoulder and take you to the final goal of liberation. You have to work out your own liberation. You have to work out your own salvation. It became so clear. No gurudom, no exploitation of a guru. The whole technique is so clear, so clear. I was asked to sit. To start with, sit comfortably. In any posture, any comfortable posture, sukha asana, not necessarily lotus position or half lotus position. If you can sit in lotus position, go ahead, nothing wrong. But otherwise, any posture that keeps you comfortable for longer period at a stretch is a good posture for you. Sit. Keep your back and your neck straight. Keep your eyes closed and start observing the reality, the truth. The whole process is process of truth realization, self-realization, truth pertaining to oneself, by oneself, within oneself, at the experiential level. Not an intellectual game. Not to accept the teaching merely at the intellectual level. Not to accept the teaching at the emotional or devotional level. At the actual level, experiential level. Just observe. Observe the reality about yourself. Know thyself. Buddha's teaching, know thyself, which spread round the world. In different tradition, this was used. Know thyself. I was also used to hear that the best thing is to know myself. But I know myself. I know very well. I am Goenka, Satya, Narayan, Goenka. What else to know? I know. Madness. This was not meant by know thyself. This physical structure, the corporeal structure, to which one keeps on saying I, me, mine, and tremendous amount of attachment towards it. And the mental structure, one keeps on saying I, mine. Tremendous amount of attachment towards it, and the combination of the two. Explore the truth about this. When you explored the truth of the entire field of mind and matter, then only you are able to transcend the field of mind and matter, and you will experience something beyond mind and matter. You have to experience. Don't just believe, because my scripture says so, I believe it. My teacher says so, I believe it. My tradition says so, I believe it. It won't help you. You will be just satisfied at the intellectual level or emotional level. You have to experience it. Start exploring the truth. Closed eyes, closed mouth, no physical action, no vocal action. Now let me see what reality is manifesting itself. The first reality that everyone experiences, the breath coming in, the breath going out. Reality, no imagination. Truth. The whole path is truth. From the beginning to the end, truth, nothing but truth. Our sages and saints knew that, although the technique was lost to the public. Maybe these saints knew it. A great saint, the Prathamesh Guru says, Adi Sach, Jugadi Sach, Hai bhi Sach, Nanak ho si bhi Sach. You start with truth, every step with truth, and you reach the ultimate truth. Nothing but truth. Kim sachiya rahoviye, kim kude tutte pal, hukum rajai challana, nanak likhiya naal. Kim sachiya rahoviye. Remain with the truth. Be truthful. No imagination. The truth that you experience, not the truth experienced by somebody else. The truth that you experience from moment to moment, from moment to moment. All the imaginations and falsehoods should be removed. Only the truth that you experience. Hukum rajai challana. Then you start living the life of Dhamma, Hukum, Raja, the God Almighty, or the nature, whatever you call. What is his Hukum? What is his Raja? What he wants? He wants that you live a life free from impurities, a life of purity. That is what he wants. The moment you generate any impurity in the mind, you will be punished then and there. And when you are free from impurity, you will get reward then and there. This is Raja. This is Hukum. Hukum Rajai Challana. By exploring the truth within yourself, you know how to live a life as desired by the nature, or you may call desired by the God Almighty. And very sad, it is not written in any scriptures. Hukum Rajai Challana, O Nanak Likhiya Naal. It is written within you. Your experience will say what is Hukum, what is Raja. Wonderful, but the technique was lost. Only words were there. When I passed through the technique, every word carried real meaning. Oh, this is what our saint wanted. This is what our sages wanted. And we are just reciting the words, what we gain. So start exploring the truth as it is. Truth of this moment. The breath coming in, the breath going out. Mere breath, bare breath, natural breath, as it comes in naturally, as it goes out naturally. If it is deep, it is deep. If it is shallow, it is shallow. Don't interfere with the natural flow of the breath. Just accept the reality as it is, yatha bhuta, as it is, not yatha krita, not yatha aropit, not yatha vanchit, not yatha kalpit, as it is. The truth has manifested itself, the breath coming in, going out, deep, you accept it is deep. Shallow, you accept it is shallow. Passing through left nostril, right nostril, right nostril. Don't interfere with the natural flow. You are here exploring the truth. Thapiya na jayi, o kita na hoi, apo apni ranjan soi. Thapiya na jayi. Don't impose anything. Don't impose on the truth that has manifested itself. Kita na hoi. Don't create anything. Don't impose anything. Apo apaniranjana soi. The truth that manifests itself by itself, just accept that. And that is God. Truth is God. Not a philosophy. This is a reality. You have to accept whatever it is. Keep your attention just below the nostrils, above the upper lip, nasikagge, after the nostril, uttarothasya vimajjapadeshe, the upper lip, the central part of upper lip, a point, one pointed concentration, ekagra chitta. That's all. And keep on observing the breath, nothing but breath. No verbalization. The moment you start using any verbalization along with the awareness of that breath, concentration of mind will become very easy. I know with my experience. But you are not allowed to do that. Because the mind will stop exploring the truth. Something you are creating. You are reciting a word. You have forgotten what you have come here for. And moreover, what word? If I was asked, all right, you keep on reciting Buddha, 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 I would have said, why Buddha, Buddha? I will say Rama, Rama. And somebody will say, I will say Allah, Allah. Somebody will say, I will say Jesus, Jesus. No end to it. It can't be universal. Breath is universal. You can't say this is Hindu breath or Muslim breath or Christian breath. Breath is breath, natural breath, human breath. Just observe the truth, natural truth as it is. No visualization. Again, a created truth. You visualize the form, the shape of this god or that goddess, this guru or that guru. You are again going away from the truth that you are experiencing, the truth about yourself, the truth about the mind, the matter. You are missing it. Leave it aside without condemning. Don't condemn. People practice the breath by controlling it. We call it pranayam. Wonderful. It gives wonderful results. But it is totally different from Vipassana. In Vipassana, never do that. Natural breath. As it comes in, naturally. As it goes out, naturally. Verbalization, it has got its own value. Leave it aside. No verbalization. No visualization. Just the breath, bare breath, nothing but breath, as it comes in, as it goes out. So easy. We call it tatastha. You are sitting at the bank of the river, tatastha, and the river is flowing. You do nothing about the flow of the river. If it is slow, it is slow. If it is fast, it is fast. You are just sitting at the bank and observing the flow of the river. You are keeping your attention on this part of the body and observing the flow of the breath as it comes in, as it goes out. It is fast, it is fast. If it is shallow, it is shallow. If it is slow, it is slow. Don't interfere. That is tatastha. You have to do nothing. Just observe. Things are happening. You are not creating anything. It's not an exercise that you are doing. Things are happening naturally. And you are just observing, mere observation. What difficult? But when you come for a course, the first day, you will find it is so difficult. So difficult. Hardly 1 or 2 breaths and the mind is gone. Again you bring, oh, I was here to observe my breath. Hardly 1 or 2 breaths and the mind is gone. Many times you find a new student on the first day gets very frustrated. What sort of mind I am carrying? What is difficulty in observing the breath? And we said, no, don't get frustrated. Don't generate anger even on yourself or your mind. Just accept the fact. The mind has wandered away. You realize it has wandered away. Accept it smilingly, look, it has wandered away. So what? I start again. The breath is still there. And you start again. Again it wanders away. And you start again. Patiently and persistently. Patiently and persistently. Second day, third day, the mind gets calmed down. Much better than it was on the first day. And you were working with the truths. Mind you, this enlightened person, the greatest super scientist of the spiritual world, he taught everything, the entire spirituality in a very scientific way. No blind faith, no blind belief, no dogma, no cult. The truth as it is. He gave us a small area and the breath. You are with the reality, working on a small area, again reality, a reality, moving, the breath coming in, going out, reality of the small area. If the area is small and the object of concentration is truth, and there is a continuation of awareness as much as you can, by the time you reach the second day, by the time you reach the third day, different realities start manifesting. Reality, no imagination, subtler reality start manifesting. The whole path is from the gross reality to the subtler, the subtler, the subtler, the subtlest reality pertaining to the matter, the subtlest reality pertaining to the mind, the subtlest reality pertaining to the mental contents, and then only you can transcend mind and matter and observe something which is beyond mind and matter. But first you have to explore the entire field of mind and matter, which keeps you captivated in madness without knowing what is happening. There is a constant interaction of mind and matter. The mind keeps on influencing the matter, and in return the matter keeps on influencing the mind. And deep level impurities arise. They multiply and overpower you. And you perform certain actions at the physical level or vocal level, and later on you repent, I should not have done so. I should not have said so. Next time again the same madness. Why? Because you are a slave of your own behavior pattern, unwholesome behavior pattern, and you don't know what's happening. You never tried to experience the truth, to explore the truth about your own behavior pattern, what is happening deep inside. Only at the surface level you try to pacify the mind. Won't work. You have to go to the root level. So the whole path takes you from the gross reality to subtler, to subtler, to subtler. The third day, some students on the second day, they start feeling some sensation in this area. There are sensations throughout the body. Every moment, day and night, asleep or awakened, there are sensations. But you don't feel. You feel only very gross sensations like pain, pressure, heaviness, aspiration, etc. But there are so many, so subtle sensations which you never know about them. Now you are exploring the truths of subtle realities. Some sensation starts in this area. Fourth day, you start feeling sensation from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. The entire body. Some sensation or the other. It is there all the time. But your mind was not capable to feel that. Now keeping the mind on a small area with the truth. If it was with something imagination, this would not have happened. I have tried. So many have tried. If you are with the truth, nothing but truth, then mind becomes sharper and sharper, subtler and subtler, more and more sensitive. The breath becomes subtler and subtler, so thin that as it comes out like a thin thread, it starts making a U-turn. It comes out, makes a U-turn, so thin. Law of nature is such. Your mind has become subtle, the object has become subtle, so you start feeling subtler realities in this area, some sensation or the other. Then throughout the body, some sensation or the other. Maybe heat, maybe cold, maybe pressure, maybe tension, maybe strain, maybe throbbing, pulsing, vibrating, tingling. Anything. You can't choose. It's a choiceless observation. You can't choose sensations, you can't choose the reality as it manifests. You just observe. What you gain by this observation? I was wondering what my teacher is. What does he want me to do? I observe, so what? If there is heat, so what? If there is throbbing, it is throbbing. Pulsing, it is pulsing. So what? Oh no. I am training my mind, one thing, to be aware of the truth, the subtlest truth, from the grossest to the subtlest truth that manifests itself from moment to moment. Truth pertaining to this mind-matter phenomena. Nothing else. And another thing, to remain equanimous. Whatever experience, remain equanimous. Just observe. Just observe, do nothing. No reaction. And that starts giving wonderful results. That is prajna. Vitaraga. Vitadvesha. The old habit pattern was that whenever I get a pleasant sensation, immediately I start reacting with craving, raga, lobha. Unpleasant sensation, dvesha, aversion. That was the habit pattern for the whole life, not only whole life, from so many lives. That habit pattern has to be changed. At the apparent level, it looks that we are reacting to the objects outside. A shape, a form, a color, a light comes in contact with the eye sense door. A sound comes in contact with the ear sense door. A smell comes in contact with the nose sense door. A taste comes in contact with the tongue sense door. Something tangible comes in contact with the body sense door. A thought or an emotion comes in contact with the mind sense door. And we react. If we say it is good, we start reacting with craving. If we say it's bad, we start reacting with aversion. This is only apparent truth. The great scientist says you are not reacting. You are not reacting to these body sensations, these sensual objects. It appears to be so, it looks to be so, you are not reacting to them. Actually, what happens? When any object comes in contact with a sense door, there is bound to be a sensation in the body, law of nature, bound to be a sensation. A sound has come in contact with my ear sense door. There is a sensation, a neutral vibration, and evaluation is given. Oh, these are words. Words of abuse. Somebody is abusing me, insulting me. And I notice, if I am a good Vipassana meditator, that takes time. This neutral vibration throughout the body changes into unpleasant sensation. The whole body, very unpleasant sensation. And then only you react with aversion. You are reacting to the sensations of the body, not the objects outside. Apparent level, yes, it is so. But at the real level, at the actual level, the body sensation. This is what he discovered. A great discovery of this great scientist. Before him and even after him. All the spiritual people, they were teaching us, don't react to this indriya vishaya of the indriya, the objects of indriya. Don't react. Don't start liking them or disliking them. Don't have craving or aversion. Don't have raga or dvesha, lobha or dvesha. He says, no, you are not reacting to this indriya vishaya. You are reacting to your body sensation. Learn how to feel sensations and learn how not to react to sensation. You are coming out of this madness. He has gone to the depth of the problem, found out a solution at the depth of the problem. And yes, the technique starts giving result. Not that in 10 days one becomes sthit prajna, but in 10 days one learns how to become sthit prajna, how to get established in prajna. Vitaraga, vitadvesha, vitabhaya, all those things start manifesting themselves little by little, till you become really established. And for that the technique, the first 10 days is like going to a kindergarten class. But as you proceed, you keep on practicing. 20-day courses are given, 30-day courses are given, 45 days courses are given, 60 days courses are given. People complain, 10 days? How can I spare 10 days? I am such a busy person, I can't spare 10 days. Now after about a month, a 60-day course is coming up. And there is a long line of waiting list. When people start relishing, when they start understanding, when they start getting result, possible, the next course might be of 90 days. Go to the depth where you know the real source of your problem, where you know where the bondage lies and how to come out of that bondage. Pure science, science of mind and matter, nothing else. What Buddhism? What Bauddha Dharma? It is Dharma, and Dharma means law, law of nature, universal law of nature, applicable to one and all. When you observe the breath, you can't say Hindu breath or Muslim breath or Christian breath or Indian breath or Pakistani breath or Sri Lankan breath. Breath is breath. And similarly, when you observe sensations, when you observe your own impurities, anger is a reason. You can't say this is Hindu anger or Muslim anger or Christian anger, anger is anger. And the misery because of that you suffer. You can't say this is Hindu misery or Christian misery or Muslim misery. Misery is misery. The sensation that you feel, very unpleasant, burning sensation, you can't give a label or a name, is universal. You are dealing with a universal reality, universal law of nature. Merely understanding at the intellectual level will not help. As I say, I was giving lectures on Sthit Pragyata, all an intellectual game. I didn't get anything out of it. And I am sure people who listened to me, they got nothing out of that. And the same thing for Vipassana also. If you just make it an intellectual game, make it an emotional or devotional game, our teacher says so, so it must be so. So what? What you gain? You have to experience it. I give examples sometimes. A child, an ignorant child, some burning charcoal, red hot burning charcoal. The child is very happy. These are red toys. I would like to play with these toys. Runs towards them. The mother stops. No. Burning fire, it will burn you. The child cries. Again, mother stops, the child cries. It so happened that the mother is out and the child is alone and the burning fire is there, and it jumps and catches hold of those burning charcoal and cries, burned. He may do this mistake once or twice. Then he starts realizing, oh, this is harmful. An ignorant child. And we call ourselves intelligent persons. Wise, not ignorant. Keep on generating. We generate anger and burning. We have never experienced the look, there is burning going on. The moment you generate anger or hatred or ill will or animosity, any negativity, you are the first victim of your negativity. A burning sensation. Strong pulsation, throbbing, tension. You are a miserable person, but you never experience it. You never realize at the experiential level. You keep on repeating it, making your behavior pattern of anger stronger and stronger. If you realize it, oh look, I am harming myself. I have generated anger, and look, I am burning. Who will harm oneself? Nobody in the world wants to make oneself a miserable person, and yet we are making ourselves miserable. How to come out of that? So simple and yet so hard. One has to work. Develop that faculty to feel the reality of the sensations on the body. and see how you are reacting to these. You stop reacting to these. They become weaker, weaker, weaker and passes away. One says, I am addicted. I am addicted to alcohol. I am addicted to this or that. After learning Vipassana, I tell him, no, you are not addicted to alcohol. You are addicted to the sensation that you feel when you take alcohol. And whenever you remember alcohol, you get that feeling and you crave, you want more, you want more. You are craving. Your attachment is attachment towards the sensation. Learn how to observe the sensation. Learn how to remain equanimous with the sensation and come out of this madness. Come out of this madness of addiction. Addiction not only of the alcohol, addiction towards anger, addiction towards passion, addiction towards all the impurities. You get so much addicted. You are suffering and yet you keep on multiplying it. You are suffering, still you keep on multiplying it. What are you doing? What am I doing? One has to realize that mere sermons won't help. I don't say that sermons are useless. Sermons are very good. You get inspiration by listening to sermons. You get guidance listening to sermons. But mere sermons won't help. Don't make dharma an intellectual game. Don't make dharma an emotional or devotional game, otherwise you are harming yourself. You are strengthening your bondage. You are not coming out of it. Experience the truth. Is burning charcoal? No, I can't touch burning charcoal. Oh, this impurity burns me. It makes me miserable. No, I won't allow this to happen. And you start coming out of it. Start coming out of it. When I came to India, I went to Mahatma Gandhi's ashram. I met his granddaughter, his daughter-in-law, Nirmala Gandhi. And we discussed about this Vipassana. It was new for her. There is a technique which helps you to come out of your impurities, mental impurities. He said, this is wonderful, this is what Bapu wanted, but how can there be a technique for that? I said, try, let us see. And a course was held at the ashram of Mahatma Gandhi. And some of the companions, very elderly people, participated. Wonderful results, as it comes everywhere, wonderful results. After the course, those participants pressed me to go to Vinoba Bhave in Pavanar, quite near. I said, I am new to this country. I would very much like to meet saintly people here. So we went and met Vinoba Bhave. We discussed. He said, impossible. A purity of mind can be attained only by the mercy of God or grace of God. How can there be a technique for that? I can't believe. He won't believe. I said, I also didn't believe. But when I pass through it, I find it gives result. And thousands of people have done that. Give it a trial. That's all right, I give you a challenge. A very undisciplined students of the school, if you can change their behavior, I will accept the efficacy of this technique. Or very hard criminals in the jail, if you change their behavior, I will accept the efficacy. I am new, sir. You arrange a course, I will teach, let us see. A course was done for the students, very indisciplined. Within 10 days, wonderful results came. Unbelievable. Then said, all right, in the jail. But no jail, no prison was agreeable to allow me to stay for 10 days in the jail. Although I said, give me also, make me a prisoner and let me stay there for 10 days. No, not allowed. You come in the morning, 6 o'clock, leave in 6 o'clock. Not possible. I must be there. All the 24 hours, something might happen to my student. I must be present. It couldn't happen. After 3 years, the Home Secretary of Rajasthan government participated. He found it so good. It is so good for our country. where there are so many multi-religious people of different religions, and this is something acceptable to every religion. This must spread in our country. I requested him, your home secretary, why not allow me to have a course in the prison? Change your rules for 2 courses. He agreed and made some arrangements. 2 courses were given, wonderful results, very hard criminals. And then the word started spreading in different prisons. Kiran Bedi, in Tihar jail, 1,000 students. During the course, after getting the sensation, I asked one of the prisoners, what sort of thoughts you are getting? Very honestly, a prisoner says, while I am practicing, my mind starts wandering. And the only thought that comes in my mind is, I have to take revenge. I have to take revenge. When I come out of the prison, I will kill that judge or that magistrate. I will kill that police fellow. I will kill that fellow who gave witness against me. Revenge, revenge. I understand. But just see, when you are having this feeling of revenge, what sensation? I never tried, sir. Try now. See what sensation. And he comes to me and says, burning sensation. Hare, anger. Revenge means anger, hatred, ill will, animosity. Nothing but burning sensation. Tense, you are miserable. You don't know when you will kill, whether you will kill or not kill, but you are killing yourself now. You are harming yourself. What you are doing? And slowly starts changing. It is only by experience that people can change, not merely by sermons. All of you, some of you have taken courses, but others, I will say, don't remain satisfied with this sermon on Vipassana. Spare 10 days of your life. In this tradition, a teacher never asks for any donation. From the time of Buddha, it is given free, no donation. Donation is never asked. Willingly somebody gives, acceptable, but never asked. Especially a teacher will never ask. And here I am, I break that rule. I ask donation. And I ask donation from all of you. What donation? 10 valuable days of your invaluable life. Give me 10 days for your good, for your benefit, and who knows, through you, for the good and benefit of so many. May all of you enjoy real peace, real harmony by the practice, the ancient practice of this country which was lost. 2,000 years is a long time, totally lost. And it has now come back to the country. Make use of it. Be happy, be peaceful, be liberated. Bhavatu sarva mangalam. Bhavatu sarva mangalam. Bhavatu sarva mangalam. Sukhi ho, sukhi ho, sukhi ho. What benefit we get from Vipassana? Peace, harmony, happiness, a wonderful life, wholesome life. You live peacefully yourself and you generate nothing but peace and harmony for others. This is a way of life, a very healthy way of life. Why should we do Vipassana? To live a good life, happy life, peaceful life, liberated from all the miseries. What is the ultimate goal of Vipassana? To purify the mind and generate positive qualities, love, compassion, goodwill, etc. Can a special course be conducted inside IIT Bombay for a group of students? Well, you can send a teacher. It is for you to arrange the course. What is wrong with social drinking? Just a small starter before meals. Well, it all starts like that, and later on, when you become a slave of that. So why take such a step which makes you a slave? Is Vipassana Buddhism? That is the wrong impression created by people during the last 2000 years. Vipassana has nothing to do with Buddhism. Buddha's teaching has got nothing to do with Buddhism. Success, money, what is wrong with this equation? Nothing wrong, provided you know how to earn money in a proper way, honest way, and then how to use money in a proper way, good for you and good for others. Why our Indian politicians cannot be sent for such courses? Send them, we are here to help. I am young and very ambitious. Why should I go for Vipassana? In this young age? Well, this is the age when you should learn. The whole life is there for you. You have to live a very good, healthy, wholesome life. Why not learn now? People say that they will learn Vipassana at the old age. Good, any time you can learn, but better learn when you are young. Why is no course fees charged for Vipassana? Because people cannot give the fees for Vipassana. It is invaluable. What value tag can be fixed on that? And not only that, how the people from Jhopadpattis, such poor people, how they will take advantage of Dhamma. Dhamma is for all, rich and poor, therefore no fees is charges. Till I am able to attend my first 10-day course, what can I do as the next best thing? Wait for the time to ripen. What is mindfulness and how it is related to Vipassana? Vipassana is mindfulness. You are aware of whatever is happening within the framework of the body. Please suggest methods to overcome anxiety, to escape from death, escape from fear of death. Anxiety, Vipassana will take away all anxiety, all fear, vita bhaya. The moment you get any anxiety, you get any fear, just accept the fact there is fear now, and let me see what sensation. Because nothing can arise in the mind without a sensation in the body. That was a great discovery of the enlightened person, the great scientist. You start observing the sensation, first learn Vipassana, and then later on, you start observing the sensation, oh look, fear has come. Sensation is there, impermanent. It passes away and you are out of fear. Many people have come out of fear. Don't you feel that concentrating can unruly mind? You are causing more harm than good. Practice for 10 days and you will know that you are doing more good than harm. How is Vipassana different from yoga? Well, by yoga, if you mean asana and pranayam, it is wonderful, a very good technique to keep you healthy at the physical level. But Vipassana is a mental exercise to keep your mind healthy. And of course, when the body is healthy, it has good effect on the mind. When the mind is healthy, it has good effect on the body. Practice yoga, nothing wrong, but at the same time practice Vipassana to make your mind healthy. What is thought, how it generates in mind, just observe and it will become so clear. Learn Vipassana and all about the thoughts, the mental faculties will become clearer and clearer. From a person who did course, explained me that Vipassana, I found that the spelling in the posters can be changed to Vipassana, yes. In Sanskrit we say Vipassana, but the teaching of Buddha is in Pali language, the local language of those days, and in that we say Vipassana. Can this course be arranged at IIT for 10 days? Course should be arranged by the people and we send a teacher to teach. Buddhism does not believe in existence of God. How can we say Buddha as an incarnation of Bhagwan Vishnu? It is totally wrong to say that Buddha was incarnation of Bhagwan Vishnu. And Buddha believed in God, but that God was truth. Satya hi Ishwar hai, Param Satya hi Parameshwar hai. Why can't we have a 10-day course here in IIT? How Vipassana is helpful for students in their studies? How can I convince my friends to take a course? First you take a course and see what benefit you get, then you can easily convince your friends. The benefit is that your memory will become sharp, your mind will be more tranquil, understanding the subject that is taught in the school or in the college will be very clear to you and you will remember it. How to concentrate during Vipassana for a newcomer? Take a 10-day course, that is the best way, otherwise you may go astray. Every day we will do so many sins. How can we know what is a sin? By practice Vipassana it will be very clear. If it is a sin, you will feel so bad, vibration will be so unpleasant, and you will feel you are miserable. And if you are not creating a sin, then you won't feel this kind of unpleasantness. How to overcome the fear of future? By Vipassana, all the fear will go away. Who is the originator of Vipassana? Is Buddha or anyone? Buddha is not monopoly of Gautama. Siddhartha Gautama was one of the Buddha. Before him, countless Buddhas were there in this country, and every Buddha taught nothing but Vipassana. How do I choose my career? Practice Vipassana, and then you will be in a better position to make right decisions. Buddha invented Buddhism to oppose side effects of Hinduism. No, this is all wrong information created during the last 2000 years. Buddha taught Dhamma, had nothing to do with Buddhism or Hinduism. Does Vipassana go against being ambitious? Ambitious, but in a proper way, for good results, right aims. How can Vipassana stop the terrorism in the world? People who have taken courses in the jails, hard criminals, what a big change has come in them. A time will come when it will spread in every country where there is terrorism, and terrorism will get eradicated from the mankind. Peace, harmony, etc. is all well and good, but can you give specific examples of benefit of Vipassana? You practice yourself. Hundreds and thousands of people have practiced, and those are the examples what a big change has come. A big change has come in the prisoners. A big change has come in the CEOs, executive officers, both of the business and executive officers of the government. Officers of the government are coming to the courses and they get benefit from it, and the same benefit with anybody who takes the course. How life relates to experience? Well, practice Vipassana and you will know how it relates to experience. Vipassana is nothing but experience. अगर सम्राट अशोक का अलग धर्म है, तो तथागत भगवान बुद्ध और सम्राट के धर्म में क्या फर्क है? कोई अलग धर्म नहीं था। ये पागलपन से, नासमझी से, क्योंकि अशोक ने बौद्ध शब्द का प्रयोग नहीं किया, अपने सारे शिलालेखों में केवल धर्म 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 कहा, धार्मिक 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 कहा, तो लोग इस भ्रम में पड़ गए। जो अच्छे अच्छे इतिहासकार हैं वो इस भ्रम में पड़ गए कि अशोक ने बौद्ध धर्म नहीं सीखा और न सिखाया, उसने अपना ही कोई धर्म सिखाया। अरे बुद्ध ने भी धर्म सिखाया, बौद्ध धर्म नहीं सिखाया। तो अशोक तक तो बौद्ध शब्द का प्रयोग ही नहीं था। इसका इजाद, इसका आविष्कार, इसका प्रयोग बहुत वर्षों बाद शुरू हुआ। किसने शुरू किया, ये अनुसंधान का विषय है, शोध का विषय है। लेकिन बुद्ध के 200-400 वर्ष तक तो बुद्ध शब्द का कहीं प्रयोग नहीं नजर आता। मुर्गी के पास मोमबत्ती लगाना, हाँ? गुरु जी के पास मोमबत्ती लगाओगे? क्यों लगाओगे? गुरु जी के पास मोमबत्ती लगाना व साधना करना गलत है, बिल्कुल गलत है। इन कर्म कांडों से क्या मिलेगा? अपने भीतर की मोमबत्ती जलाओ, भीतर जानो क्या सच्चाई है, वो तुम्हारा कल्याण करेगी। न कोई गुरु जी कल्याण करेगा और न उसके सामने लगाई हुई मोमबत्ती कल्याण करेगी। शुड वी बिलीव इन पुनर्जन्म? Whether you believe or not believe, it makes no difference. You experience and you will find that there is Punarjanma. There are many people, large number of people who don't believe in Punarjanma, and they come and they get the same result as those who believe in Punarjanma. You believe in the present janma, which is more important than your past janma or future janma. Believe in present janma and purify your present janma. Sometimes we see bad people around us living happily, while good people are suffering. Is it possible to overcome this contradiction and achieve peace of mind? Yes. When you feel that there is somebody happy, you must have sympathetic happiness in you. Don't start having jealousy towards this person. He may have done some good karma of the past and that's why he is enjoying it. So what? And if somebody is suffering because of the bad karma of the past, have sympathy, karuna for this person. Have mudita for those who are happy and have karuna for those who are unhappy. Sir, you know the Sogakai Buddhism? Please tell me what is the difference. Well, I give no importance to Buddhism, this Buddhism or that Buddhism. I give importance to Dharma. Buddha taught Dharma, not Buddhism. Can all attain peaceful by attaining course once or twice? No, a beginning is made in the first or second course and you start moving on the path, a path of peace and harmony. कभी कभी मन भटकता है, वह काम करना बंद कर देता है। मेरे मिस्टर को एक कार्यालय में सक्रियता रवाना होना बंद हो जाता है। मेरे कोई गलती हो तो माफ़ी मांगती हूँ। पतिदेव काम नहीं कर पाते, काम करते करते थक जाते हैं, तो बेटी पहले तुम शिविर करो और तुम में आया हुआ बदलाव देख करके तुम्हारे पतिदेव भी करेंगे और फिर देखो सारी दुनिया बदल जाएगी तुम्हारे लिए। ये जो भी कठिनाइयाँ हैं वो शिविर करने से अपने आप दूर होती है। आदमी अंदर से बदलता है तो बाहर की दुनिया बदलनी शुरू हो जाती है। Who really founded Vipassana? Everyone who becomes Buddha discovers Vipassana. Does Vipassana help a pregnant woman deliver her baby? Yes. Many pregnant women are coming saying that we want Dhamma baby, we want Dhamma baby, and they get Dhamma baby. It is good. It doesn't harm anybody. I am a student. I have a very busy schedule. How much time do I have to give per day if I go for Vipassana course? Everyone feels that one is very busy. You take a 10-day course and then morning and evening 1 hour, and you will find that you have not wasted your time. You have made best use of your time and you are getting benefit by it in your daily life. Can you give your lecture in Marathi? I have to learn Marathi. How to reach you to arrange a Marathi course? Well, I have got students, I have got teachers who speak wonderful Marathi language. Call them and they will give you a speech in Marathi. Discuss with them in Marathi language. The entire course is given in Marathi language. You come for 10 days, and if you speak only Marathi, you can understand very well in Marathi language. In about 35 languages of the world, Vipassana is taught in these languages, and people get benefit from that. Why everyone impose their opinion on others? Because of the ego, and by this technique the ego goes away and you stop imposing yourself on others. How will we get to know the ultimate truth of anything? Only by practicing at the experiential level. How you realize your actual existence through Vipassana. It started with 10-day course and then I carried on. Last 50 years I have been working on it and I got wonderful results. And I want all of you to get the same wonderful results. Baki hai abhi? Chalo. What exactly happens during the practice of Vipassana? Experience it by giving 10 days of your life. What about injustice in the external world? You will be able to face all that by practicing Vipassana and making your mind stronger. When and where the Vipassana course is to be held, discuss with the management or people who are arranging this talk and you will know from them. Courses are given around the world. There are 130 centers, residential centers around the world, and non centers are there, also residential in many countries around the world. And there are more than 900 teachers trained for this purpose. In what way it will help me to improve my research results? Certainly, you take 10-day course and then you will find that it has started helping you in different ways. How do you see the existence of God as a universal creator? You are your own creator, there is nobody else to create. Be your good creator yourself. Is it really possible to control mind completely where people come in contact with so much of pressure? Well, this is what Vipassana teaches you. The entire situation around is not very healthy, but yet you are healthy, so you can face this unhealthy situation easily. What is the difference between Sudarshan Kriya and Vipassana? Well, people who have taken a few courses in Vipassana, they have started teaching in a wrong way with different names, meaning the same. Darshan is Pasana, Vipassana, Sudarshan, you may give any name. But whether it is, the technique is taught in its pure way, that is more important. Name doesn't matter. With visualization, I am feeling good. Concentration on the mind. Certainly, visualization, verbalization helps you to get good concentration, but the concentration will be only on the surface of the mind, and Vipassana wants you to go to the depth of the mind, the root of the mind. Be happy, be peaceful, खूब मंगल हो, खूब कल्याण हो. सबका मंगल, सबका मंगल, सबका मंगल होए रे. तेरा मंगल, तेरा मंगल, तेरा मंगल होए रे. बेटी तेरा मंगल होए, बेटी तेरा मंगल होए, दूर अमंगल होए रे. मानव तेरा मंगल होए, मानव तेरा मंगल होए, दूर अमंगल हो रे. शुद्ध धर्म सबके मन जागे, शुद्ध धर्म सबके मन जागे, मुक्ति दुखों से होए रे। सबका मंगल, सबका मंगल, सबका मंगल होए रे। तेरा मंगल, तेरा मंगल, तेरा